92.9 special chocolate day, right? And there your vows there. Send me messages together with the video. Reach out with them voice notes in the sample the friend. I saw theater, you might hear more baby. We come to you with that big announcement. And our winners will have to be here later on in the day, 3:30 p.m. So I told you what you made this one. I just going for where we
I'm in some, I tell you for forever. Me the chow jump, me chow the sunny bay, I'm the point. So we are me 92.9 FM. It's sunset, we are me royal lady. Yeah, I
just want to say that. Messages on special requests to the movie.
Make it a mess.
That's what I have to say. Yeah, fine. And then birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, come on. I don't pay all the way I shall see. Winners in the Waha. One more a win, and it is expected by 3:30. Majority of the Ubeti me Abba. Na waba Kessben fear. You are supposed to be on the drive time program and say winners no ewa na one more to say yes sorting out na everyone we have almost Kessben love crew na maybe sasu the chair committee that they did a yeoman's job and see I don't pay your announcement but obedient. A lot of messages in the buy and draw with you in Crawford are quite interesting. But I mean, there were some terms and conditions not yet yes, Jumedia. As they will air record there, you need to give us 5 reasons. The NT I will free say you are at the best position, say, or cherish the Wukuno, and now we're at the amount or partner one in the Wohono. And so, message you need over to media, but those are some of the requirements now. And paying for air share anymore. And see, I don't pay. We will celebrate with you and in a very grand style. Station no ebebo mabaso the winners. And chebebo body no list no ewaha. But stay with us as we go on. Yabebo body amount. Now, I face we'll send you by you will know. Say we're winning and now say what are the top 3 who are. And say I don't pay. Stay with us. Now my messages no emra. What do special text in the bar? You can as well wish somebody a very big happy birthday. Me did a Kwame Appiah Kubi. My first love is Jesus Christ. And I'll pay making kind 1 John chapter 4 verse 8 to 19. Eradi di kan doye. Enti odo edi kan no ye den edi di cherade. And who is your first love?
0.9 FM.
My first love.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Kessben 92.9 FM.
My first love is Jesus Christ.
Oh, that.
Yes. My first love is Jesus Christ.
What is on the meaning? What do you mean?
Yes.
I don't know. We can go 1 John chapter 4, verse 8. Be an account.
1 John.
Said the Eradida or the betray.
1 John
4:8.
Kessben 92.9 FM.
God is love. Sana Bible literature.
Okay, yes.
God is love.
John. So I say whoever does not love does not know God.
Okay.
Because God is love.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. 19. Yes.
1 John.
4:19.
4:19.
Yes.
Okay, 4:19.
Kessben 92.9 FM.
But mental boss, I say, whoever does not love does not know God.
Okay.
Because God is love. This is how God showed His love among us.
Okay.
He sent His own. He sent His one and only Son.
Okay.
into the world that we might live through him. This is love. Not that we loved God, but that he loved us.
God first loved us.
Yes.
Okay.
But that he loved us and sent his son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins.
Okay.
Yes.
And no matter what we do, God first loved us. My first love is God. Too much.
Yes.
They can person make a man. Okay.
Udunipa etu nchada sanity and yes all dolu biara
omo advance day nko na omo trade no problem. But don't worry, you need to show somebody some love.
Yes.
At the national level though, a national chocolate day.
Yes.
And Ghana Cocoa Boys almost chocolate. There was some vantage point. Yes. In the greater Accra region. I don't know about Kumasi and the other regions. But it would be so beautiful to buy a chocolate for a loved one. And yes. Oh yeah, a bear come. I don't know crab, a boy shippy. And Komobi Akosuni dear. And to stay with us. But you have a big interview. I don't pay your name, Dr. Kofi Konedu Apreku, seeking to become the next flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party on a very beautiful Tuesday morning like this. He will share the platform with us this morning. Now, Yanino Bedin Komo, his big vision for the Ghana, country Ghana, and I think so the party at large. And then he will tell us more, the genesis of the political journey. No, so far, baby, free any baby, why he thinks and believes that the delegate of the new Patriotic Party will have to give him that nod to lead their political party going into election 2024. And stay with us. Dr. Apreku will be on the show this morning. Now, one more message is needed and so etime at the about 0550596 929 0550596 929 0550567 929. Then we'll go into his profile. There were years so far. The ultimate a year under former President Kufuor, and the many things you need to know about the man, Dr. Kofi Konedu Apreku. And then, so we a new person, a new era within the new Patriotic Party. Now, we encountered that. And pay Kessben FM and Kessben TV, we offer you that big opportunity to know Dr. Konedu Apreku. And to stay with us, this interview no at the Bebro and pay. But individual bondholders, still now, no, one more and you're happy with the arrangement a buy person or cost and one more secure a 1 week mandate with the police. Say one more a demonstration upon demonstration to ensure say a buy ebema one more there one more friend no total exemption na etimi abuama woman so one more aye safe enti Andra no one more called the police headquarters a called permit. That is the new twist to sa agitation na enti one more say demonstration no ebet me started. Now they claim say a 1 week long demonstration. Baby as I say one more to banamo kobiano, they will go there. As much as say one more share any say Nyamiya Doma Yawada, Finance Minister, Ebeko Parliament. Na afi wajina simpie so achiche mo debt exchange program no baby ababedru abayin sheye. The reason why intia Nkrofo are duly affected by this particular program of the government, yes, still they've gone ahead to secure the permission of the Ghana Police Service. That demonstration. Now, I mean, on this. Now, I feel yento so any common.
We can say, sir, domestic bond exchange, whatever, Kwame. Afunu na Kwame T.
Me too.
Yame Atia says President Rollins.
Yeah.
The time Obefa Ghana, a free month, na inflation was about 200%.
Okay.
Time of free office, he used 19 years of his time to drag the inflation from 200% to 48%. Then President Kufuor took over 2000, and drag inflation from 48%, time of 18.3%. Adia bakwa na ye NDC4, omo headache pa kesiye pa bako, and it's adding to make sure say, and Kufuor in order to sustain the party, the party look good in the eyes of the people, because they realized that the first cabinet meeting NDC had in 2009 when they took office.
Okay, after 2008
yes,
election.
Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi na mebe kachi you. I say it took President Rawlings 19 years to drag inflation from 200% to 48%. You understand?
Yeah.
Then NDC lost the election at the backdrop of say Ghana, a show of Ghana or Mani
in 2000.
In 2000. Now people are becoming discerning, and people use a few economic indicators and the monitor say omano ekoyi anase nkoyi ebini exchange rate and inflation. President Kofi drag from 48% to 18.3%. So what do we do? The first thing that we have to do, Eman Konfon Kase, NDC, MPP for me, I'm on my nuno, I am ready. Yet inflation from 48 about 18.3%.
Yes.
Say if you make a mistake, yes, you drag a question. It means that they'll be vindicated. Say NDC year party
I want to manage the economy.
Yes. So Dr. Kwame Appiah's idea was to make sure, say, the inflation will be stabilized, and I say a bit stagnant. That 18 point, no, you understand? Even the single digit inflation wasn't their target, but they were making sure say inflation no and cost because
it has to be stable.
And Kwame, one of my bad say, who change government? We are transition. Now we change the government and the about other government. You may not know what the other government on my, and sometimes you know say this country we cannot uphold the section 5, the chapter 5 of Ghana Constitution, clause 6 that talks about the directive principles of the state policy. We don't continue from where other governments left behind. 80 programs will be the Aguakwama or achieve 18 point something. You cannot go and continue. So they have to bring their own programs. And their programs are not more there, but a risk and a uteki. You get me? So, didn't backfire, then you go back and I say, be stagnant, and I say you'll be able to achieve more than what your predecessors left behind. Kwame, programs upon programs. Had it not been Dr. Kwame Appiah, my name say not even paying contractors can make inflation. System, no? Yes.
Because he cannot inflow.
Yes, he was the first person that made me understand the meaning of cost push. Cost push. Or see, you buy and you ready, we say, I buy a kemono at the contractor for KBB.
Yeah.
Yababa to Sikaka cry, we have to pay the contractors. Now, we cannot allow them to hit on street. But we wouldn't pay them full amount. We pay them 2/3 of their money. They will make sure that the commercial banks are under Ghana commercial banks. Ghana, the Ghana Investment bank, Merchant Bank at that time, Ghana ADB, commercial banks, they say, your exchange rate will be a certain point that the same contractor will be able to access loan near a summer contract with Miako. So, some contractors, if you pay them the full amount of money, they also have subcontractors. About the pattern, subcontractors also have probably 300. You pay them so no Guinness 4 bottles a day. Sikari flows are no mammy no 2 Guinness no to tum by heart. No mom say full amount now koduboto. Na the to test man near the kakrako invest for the future.
Yeah,
the bemano by near yard say the man. Or you should sikana or be you should sikana judiciously. You understand? So the more now sikana mass system ni mukasiano oh the biche then the inflation because you turn woman baby and comfort to 2 women. It's a fact. You get me? You turn woman baby Kwame and comfort to 2 women. But bia obinum Guinness 3 bottles a day. Or kwaya say ya zisikana ya diamond in the swap. Oh the biche it will be auto 1 Guinness. Mamma no better what to do. Obacas ade kwa nan say yan to na mesako to mo and no Kwame, that is policies. That is policies we are talking about.
The program I want to better way.
The programs, Kwame. Nobody is saying that Mr. Oforiatta is no good. He came to meet an economy that Dr. Kwame Appiah left, a single-digit economy. Then President Mahama came back to take the inflation from 18.8% to 17.something%. And Mr. Oforiatta dragged it back to single digit. Nobody is saying he's on your good. But Kwame, even the medical field, you will be in the field.
In the area of specialization.
Specialization. Even the ENT specialist. ENT, ear, nose, and throat. When you go there, they are almost shedding in album. But you will be a throat now. Respiratory problems, throat now. The pharyngitis, very good. Laryngitis, very good. Obi honoma, a human papilloma, is better than somebody on what specialized with the ear alone. Meanwhile, they are all ENT specialists. Somebody obi ear swab, they are all ENT specialists. But your ear swab, no, don't a pharyngitis word man on your expectancy. Come no. It is like a economy homes here. Kwame, you want kofua. Obebe two situation. You'll be able to do this. Understood? Your dear, or a problem ba. We need plan B. That is why we call reshuffle.
But I no president
Reshuffle there.
And you reshuffle na last week come here.
Let me flow. So what I'm saying is
no, I'm serious. President did the reshuffle last week. President Akufo-Addo did the reshuffle. You are in this country. You have new ministers or more ministers at the state level. Your ministers deputy ministers are reshuffle. There are replacement for those who are more resigning. That is how the president chooses to do his reshuffle.
We've been calling for reshuffle since the first term of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
Bebwa.
Yes, exactly.
Sa reshuffle na ya call for no. Papa nani. Yaba the second term. The first term you were a slight one be. The second term. People are calling for reshuffle. But I'm telling you about fact. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo can choose not to do a reshuffle. But choose Mr. Oforiatta Nkwa. No reshuffle na. Kwame Ghana will be kind of beating. Everybody will stop talking about reshuffle.
But reshuffle why you be that?
Me see me. The reason why people are not satisfied with this reshuffle. Yes, and people are not calling it a reshuffle. And they say, if Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo will change it, Mr. Oforiatta Nkwa, in you.
Me too.
Or no Nkwa. No one change you will be they say people will shut up. And I know the man does not believe in mass reshuffling. That's fine. But say SSC will change the per 50 now. Out of this big size, elephant size of ministers now. No change 15 years will change ya. Kwame, opa onyai 15 no change Mr. Oforiatta Nkwa. Economic analyst, political analyst, about TV so radio so kasa, they will stop talking about the reshuffle. Kwame, have you listened to majority leader?
Chairman Sabonso.
We cannot win election with this alien economy. The alien economy, no chief tenancy minister on a manual. Kwame. Kwame T. Me say,
yeah.
What say we cannot win election with this alien economy? The majority leader. What is he referring to? And who is the head of the economic team? The vice president. We are being told. So Mr. Oforiatta, Professor Jambafo, Mr. Osafo are running the affairs of this country when it comes to finance.
Okay. With the results we are getting.
We are getting.
Me too, pa.
We cannot win election with this alien economy. Kwame, or refer to the finance minister. People are displaying programs. Kwame, bet me, I turn this country around. First, if you say, don't for my yes, economist. Kessben economics, but today, his own political party are talking about it. Professor Kunedu Apreku, who do no call US or a professor, but Ghana no a doctor. Professor Kunedu Apreku ba bisa. Wasu ono na ya president akabada star wa fire papa de dada. And this is not a man or a matrama kwe nipa o masa. He's talking with knowledge. Kwame. They are talking knowledge. Achina pianim eka. Was said these are programs. Follow these programs. Turn things around. Ghana is not oil for only a few people. Kwame, nana do dan kwaku fado. What tien kofo kasa kakra. Se MPP fire ha. Ghana fire ha. Obia stroso obebo de chamso. Obia stroso obeka.
Obebo why chamso?
Papa chamso.
Can overreact.
And no, president. The president, because Madam Betty Duce Nekai. I say, how dare they? How dare they? Uba catch a president or shuffle paper.
Abasi can you now bezo kaze president ente.
So what? And I'm saying
the MPs now you need now vice president.
So what we are saying is the man should listen for once.
The appear to be more you need now president on tea. The president has deliberately decided so once what is our take? There is nothing more we can do, Nana.
The idea they say, me hodu idea no dey see ho. Na dachi I will be vindicated. Mettre Ghana for say, baby na me gina na me hu Ghana economy no. Enkofo if you so obo jabe poso kwa mu hu no, kwa me enya adwuma.
President idea na enya adwuma.
Me say sa de na enya adwuma. Kwa me.
Say sa na
enya adwuma. Kwa me we are almost a year.
More than a year.
We are almost a year that this economy started say yes, I know we are almost a year. We are at radio so man confirm brand here MPP for. Me boy. Kwame Okran can be join so we MPP agenda. Because we have heard breath for the government. Say it is all over the world. Ya come and confirm say COVID-19, Russia Ukraine war. Yanka bi de bia. Kwame yanka bi de bia. Yadi Côte d'Ivoire and Togo. Any the francophone countries now, our economy is still booming. No? Yes, they have independence. And the French people, the France, are subsidizing our budget. And that's how we catch it. But what about the Anglophone countries like Zambia, Botswana, Tanzania? I know my flowing free. What about them? South Africa, they are not in crisis. The only crisis that they have is the load shedding. And then it is not economic crisis. The Anglophone countries in this continent, Yankwan ya eteni that inflation na ye kan wasem. Yankwan Ghana, Yankwan ya do baby every Kwame.
Kessben 92.9.
The Bank of Ghana governor, yes, sano, according to Article 183 of the Ghana Constitution, what it talks about the Bank of Ghana governor, say you cannot change, remove the Bank of Ghana governor the same way intimacy chief justice. You understand? And auditor general, unless any amount grounds are able to be remove the Bank of Ghana governor. Me sitting now, Kwame, I drop about from I attribute you to the Bank of Ghana governor. You understand what?
Oh, Samu, and not the finance minister.
Oh, Kwame.
How can you say this?
Read the article. Let us read the article. Kwame.
What's the article saying?
Article 183. Let's do that exercise.
Making cameras.
Yeah. Mama has me who media now. Article 183 of the Ghana Constitution. Article 183.
The Bank of Ghana shall be the central bank of Ghana and shall be the only authority to issue the currency of Ghana. 183.2. The Bank of Ghana shall promote, open governor no rules, no right? My jump here, no, I mean, what are you making kind of what you want to say?
Yes. Or say the Bank of Ghana governor. So the meeting.
I said the governor of the Bank of Ghana shall, for the purposes of this article, disallow any transaction or transfer involving directly or indirectly any foreign exchange, whether in or outside Ghana, which are contrary. The following apply to the governor of the Bank of Ghana. He shall be appointed by the president, acting in consultation with the Council of State for periods of 4 years each. B, he shall, notwithstanding Article 285, yes, of this Constitution, be the chair of the governing body of the Bank of Ghana. His emolument shall not be reduced while he continues to hold office as governor. He shall not be removed. That is Article 183, 4D. He shall not be removed from office except on the same grounds and in the same manner as a justice of the Superior Court of Judicature, other than the Chief Justice, may be removed.
That's it. That we read the two.
Kessben
Who
92.9
read the
FM.
1, 2. Or the Bank of Ghana shall promote and maintain the stability of the currency of Ghana and direct and regulate the currency system in the interest of the economic progress of Ghana. They make what I say. It is sitting there bar from no. We were hitting the Bank of Ghana governor, and today, say sitting there to me reduce kakra. You found command the finance minister. The job of the finance minister is to look for money to finance government projects.
And in the programs.
It's finance minister sika or compared to finance government projects and programs. No, and no, they be also raise bond. No? Because Oko Pesca. Kwame.
Yes,
and Oko Pesca. It's in the bond. Yeah, external bond, and you quiet to be mewa. The last time you had the quiet talk, Gabuache da Kobe catcher say, because of how we have painted the economy of this country, and now I resort to this. It's your last time external bond, Yanto.
But this says you didn't say any credit.
Okay, that is what they were saying.
Obviously, any creative fear and panic.
That's fine. That's what they said to Kwame. Oh, they admit it. You admit it, I say Yanto. And they said that place is seized. Now, you migrated that system to the father say internal one. The internal one, people are complaining. So it means that without the bond, there's no program. The finance minister.
IMF.
Yes. You understand? The reason why we are going to IMF for IMF program. There's no program. You need program bia. That is my fear. Say Kwame. It is a Mr. Forrest and you Jesus Christ. Kwame. Economic planning is still there. Professor Jambafo is still there.
I say economic management team.
It is Professor Jambafo.
They are there. They are supposed to work. Vice President he chairs that committee.
Kwame.
They are supposed to do their work.
Kwame.
Unless say Aban Bekachre through the Minister for Information says our committee they are good. Okay? Economic management team president now unless they be a good. But for the time being there, we know say they are supposed to work. Manage the currency, manage our economy, unfortunately be show munsem. To the extent that you near me.
Oh my goodness, Kwame. Debi a beka say Yahoo programs. Kojo ba redu nyanko pomfa the currency. Kojo ba redu say, let us introduce communication service tax. Government needs money. Our economy to pay youth employment. As a same kola omonam we have to engage them. Per the advice of the National Security Couple at that time, Mr. Francis Puku, that the robbery and normal we have to engage this youth. Hence the National Youth Employment Program. How do we pay them? So it takes a finance minister to come up with the program. Kwame, okay. Then a then finance minister could go by reduce. Okay, Papa. I didn't say, Obia Casa Fonsoa. Yet in a task, says can you bob no dia engaged San Korabisi. Yefa call parliament. We have the majority. We can say through. You're changing the communication service tax. Emma, the opposition dubbed it talk tax. Meboa. Yes, I feel the Casa Fonsoa. You better tax. Muta Kamubaraki di baby. Dia ye. And yes, see. Munya botre na okasa kwa na yete wa unhunu programs bi no was say yete sa tax no ebema enkofo ekofa phones free abrochie ban so kra 3 bucket ebema duty free 2 bucket duty free. Okay, you be reduce taxes on phones. Ebema ye me ho 5 years phones be bu Ghana. Akra betimi use phone and conform repair phones. Ombenya dwuma ye ye fan say snapcast omoton snapcast ebeya dwuma kase Kwame enu ne ehunu sisi programs.
Nana mame kwa homa ne sombra na menya adwuma we wo so embra mame ne ora Jacob say abo a ending nkomo ewo ahoma so na debt exchange program a ye kan nyina no eye nkomo a aban ede aba to ensure say obe restructure the debt to suit the IMF requirement no eti for a program a ebetime aboa a sustain your economy no the bottom line is joy 2012 na anope no ending nkomo uncle what make good morning bibi aboko.
Aradiadum, Animum 520, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable. Boko, thank you. I'm grateful for your time this morning. But Nkomoya Yedi Nkomoa, what could be, especially with the position of Gabi Asari Ochridako and in a tweet on the former Chief Justice, say he disagrees. Now, the former Chief Justice as well, no, is seen as somebody or yet bigger than pettiness. So to speak, in describing her as per what Gabi said, you know, say wabo Piketty na wabua pensioners, you know, say wamo call it out for total exemption on the government debt exchange program. Mamintio on this na yentu asunin komo.
Yo medasi, na michia watia fuini na asusu. Edikai.
Kessben.
Ne mame me de mano atu mo se ni nyina ne ma ekoso Ghana nyina ne samme na ya na ma yedin de mani ehwe ne ma bebre.
Yeah.
Esanse se afutu sakra nipa eterebia jisen sohwe. Ansana abemi asakra. Na aye mame former Chief Justice. Every last year or no, aye program bia amu invite distinguished speakers.
Okay.
Our acquire a befaso na yetimi ya sakra the 1992 constitution and there is a series of lectures uncle for a tabakasa and then you see a few and then 2 o'clock honorable Okujatu some Okujatu and no Obama on also aspect of it or a political veteran. And na mame no hoda me sha sie me hu ye mame so fire enti adano nkomutwetwem ana question ba say to democracy kra no a partisan and I say a non-partisan. Ana mame no o ya no really go say ye kan no kre pa dia democracy dey a non-partisan. And into some partisan democracy, you see a constitution. I just say, Nyanka democracy, if you're pan,
I see.
Ghana, a money who know any baby ayako. Onwa book compulsion a cheap. Never share brand chroma a chas here, but be an Ghana war. The Black Star Line, the Meridian Line. And then near your culture, your value system, partisanship, as seno about Bedru Samreno. Now to say, Mameno, when ya badayebi, and we say, be on my neck on. Yeah, it's a broadcast the same way. And my make say, ma, what do you fear your song? Which Agaya Ketia Pa, Kamijame, Rebavario, no Korea, what can and you know, Abra, sa a same way, pensioners in some way, Kosi.
Yeah.
Na, who's our Quaco Ginamono. Under normal circumstance, I could be a one in Dipiano and Quonko. As your coyeno, and your corner or coyeno. Or coyena interview na, your demand. I did back what Mahun was who said, we are highly professional, very bold,
okay,
factual. Well, Kasana Samoa as a lawyer, no, a one who's your move an economy was na maybe economics as young Cameno, Akababa Betinahano. Maybe the Memuna Media, na besi ade na omo ye no emfa mra kwam ye nyina ye tie nsem wo kan na sasem na memma mpo intimi enka no ene na mameka se oye yasantoa
I see.
na mene na sem mene no mpu na sase ehun se ne anusu ne ban titie wo ayiye no na mhu so yobi a oka no kore oyobi a onim system no ano onim niema a ebekoso obusa na sem private lo beka te se ne no o si kasa no wo hwe ne yie pa na o steady no ne kasa no mu ne dimi na ene ade o ya utimi se no kore na woka onfa ho that is her nature ade ami hu ya no ene ti no se kasa obi ya santo a ne yese obi a watamutuo lodeko abra mema ayemre na yedi yetedua ache ye na se se krama ye hu ache no na to ba bi nya kukuduro na to kasa yeso ye yasanto a it's a symbolism yasanto do ye ba kope wagu okọ ade wo ye na nyama edin yasanto aba ne se abra mema entimi nkwa animu na oba ekọ animu eye ade a anka no under normal circumstances ke yehwehwe se anka bema benya kukuduro aye no so ba bi ko yesa ade ne pe yeso ye yasanto a enye se obi a woko enye se obi a wo ye yi oba wanya badaye epeso man no etimi ko nanim kana bakasa no enti na ma metro ba sa on se nyema koso wo my way mu no sa pensioner si me diarefo ma omo bepre abro omo anyini a sa mere wo so omo dwene omo ho na omo aye emre na yare abankrofo omo mududu omo na bia sika omo nya omo de hwe omo ho yare sa mere na yete omo entu omo ho emfanche o my Ghana a omo so omo dwene ho a omo ntiase awreho oko ada o man mu a obi ko pension pe wo UK a ne ba say year obetwa for a week them say £1 it's a virtual in the bibia na ye de chew so ne be ya oko pension a ho be ha eti abra wo ahode no ukun ho de amasa o man na wo ye de ukun ho esa se unim se wunyin na so ye mra sa o man no so be de ebe show kopim se ubewu wasi mashowa ma otinye fifia also ohwe ma misu mesin ye den etutu but enye bi na nka ye ku se ekosu na utina se na obusa se sa pensioners put category of people and omo invest in bond utibi se omo ye high to middle class pensioners meme ma mi awoton ko bi wojom ade e friend bond kura no nimbi yo din sika akwakoshi na samrenu na omo pension 30 years ago ano mo ye mrante ne nketesia ano mukura enyuma ano mo ho odin a omo koba nyema na ekoso wo man mu no na sai na no mo si edwene fa no mo adwene ye se omai any this partisan democracy e di omani boko ye me obi so me define say a youth is someone who uses his or her strength to create the future that he or she wants to enjoy when old. Obusa say enkrofwe nyema no a ekoso satam na no mo ahodin ya maintaining ketesia ene no mo ye yi no ebia no mo middle class nti se na amumu dodo na ta eka no politics the enkwasi afon kwa ne wo be ye ma yi ma invest bond that be me ba kokra ekra na me bond ni sa ne man be hwe me o man no abidi duru ba bi eduru no nyema no mo so mani daso wonti a bibi koso wo man mu o mo ye hwe han no sa o sika ne ne ba baji se ya hwe ama o man anye yi a ebe kakra no ababi baba anye bond na ada akwa no ye ka se be sa se asechi because nkofo ahodo ho de nyema ebisi 1979 ewo mo pie nkofo ahodo ho de dollars ni sika eti sa mreje aban agye tumi ɛkyɛ ɔmo bankrofo fie ɛne nneɛma ɔmo ahɔdo dollars ne sika cedis ɔmo ahɔdo no ɛne na aban ɛba abɛkyi ɛne nti no aman yɔ no ɛne ade a yɛyɛ no ɛyɛ obi biara ahyɛde sɛ yɛahwɛ ama ɔman no ankɔ so a ɛbɛduru mmerɛ bi no saa bere wei mu ne ɛdidi ɔmo
yes
yɛ mmeranteɛ no sometime na yɛayɛ mmerɛ no yɛ mmeranteɛ no mo ne adeade no that is the time a ɔmo no ɛbɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛtwe yɛ so nkrateɛ ɛne nti na yɛada matu hɔ nom a mehwɛ nneɛma yi a ɛkɔ so wɔ saa nkurɔfoɔ wei no mu hɔ no nti no na menim hyɛ yɛ mmeranteɛ bi te sɛ Ernesto nom ɛne Voma wɔ mo fix the country for a yɛkyi wɔ mo ɔmo pɛ sɛ yɛsesa constitution na ɔmo gye ɔmo ahoɔden yɛ nneɛma bi na ɔmo kɔ yaw bi mu sɛ misalutu wɔ mo because ɔmo ko agye ɔdaakye sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ ɔmo bɔ nkɔkoraa ɛne mmerewa a ɔmo daakye bɛtumi ayɛ asodwa ma ɛyɛ great lesson a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛ dɛ yɛnya ɛyɛ fu sɛ ɔman no a yɛayɛ ne partisan no nyɛ democracy na yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛka no koraa yɛ maame atumi nya akokuduro ɔka saa asɛm na former speaker of parliament ɔne na ɔkyɛɛ program no abere bi a na ɔkugyatɛw ne nkɔfoɔ bebree wɔ hɔ no wɔka de si so sɛ media ne na afa ama out but nokorɛ a ɛwɔ ama partisan politics ɛkwan yɛ fa so baeɛ ɛne nneɛma no nyinaa meka ho asɛm sɛ ahwɛ ne asesa no a ɛbɛyɛ na menim sɛ asɛm wei a metwerɛ yɛ nti ɛnɛ medaeɛ na meso daeɛ meso daeɛ na ɔma panyini aba mɛsɛ ɔfrɛ me perennial independent president nti ɔfrɛ me ɔsɛ perennial ɛnam sɛ ɔma panyini na dɛ ɔsɛ John office sɛ me na nado ameyɛ panyini paa yɛba adeɛ paa na bɛma me werɛ ho saa mmere gye adeɛ na aha me John ɔma mambo ɛbsɛ ɔma panyini ɛdeɛ asɛm a woka deɛ sɛ ɛyɛ me na akaka yɛba adeɛ na ama Ghanafoɔ asu saa mmere ɛnam sɛ economy no ɔsɛ economy mama mu a ɛne nneɛma a na ɛda m'ani so a na anka mepɛ sɛ meyɛ no economy no a na menim sɛ maba de akyire ɛyɛ obi a nkonim wom sɛnea na ɔsi kasa no saa economy no mmom ɛna ɛde mama mu aba fam ɛnam sɛ na ɔmapanyin na asɛm bɛɛ na aka wɔ sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ wonim ɛkwan korɔ bra me brɛyɛ a mebɛyɛ wode menim sɛ ɔte nneɛma bebree ase yɛhwɛ wo twerɛtwerɛ mu ne ɛyɛ wote aseɛ hwɛ gold for oil yi koraa ɛwokaeɛ yi a mabɛgye akyire faeɛ hwɛ baabi a saa mmerɛ ɛkɔ nam sɛ naka sɛne deɛ ɛyɛ simple ayi me na maka meka ne last year sɛ America sisi wiase nyinaa ɔma ma ɔmo sika a ɔmo twa no abaabɛyɛ te sɛ commodity a wopɛ sɛ ɔyɛ international trading a woankɔ ankɔtɔ ɔmo dollar no a wontumi ntradi ɛno nti ɔmo sisi yɛ na yɛwɔ gold no deɛ yɛbɛtumi de gold ayɛ ɔsɛ kan wokan wɔyerɛ ho nsɛm a wokan gold for oil ne saa nneɛma hwɛ baabi ɛkɔ ɔm sɛ bɛpɛgye nti saa mmerɛ yɛbɛyɛ ne deɛ ɔsɛ wohu baabi a mema ba bɛgye ɛnam sɛ na meso mpɛ sɛ mesrɛ ne kakra na daeɛ no mu mɛka sɛ wodeɛ no so deɛ fo paa wofiri Professor Joe Little aba bɛduru sika mpɛ dede na wasɔ na meboa sika pɛ dede ma bɛdi akyire wayɛ dede saa ama Ghana sika nyina dwane ama economy yɛ aba fam ama sɛ amere mehu nyame am sɛ nantina na ɛbɛn dɛ ase mehia mo momfa mo adwene no bi ma adwene a ɛbɛtumi aboa yɛ ama yɛatumi akɔ soro ɛbi wɔ hɔ atɛndedi no adɔɔso saa deɛma no nyinaa sɛ wokɔsi hwee yɛdi atɛm from 92 saa bɛpɛ sɛ ɔman yi kwaa sɛ yɛa na ahyɛ nti na mesi nana ne yɛbɛn dɛ ɔsɛ momfa mo adwene no kam sɛ nana sɛ memom deɛ wadeɛ baako a wokaeɛ a ɛtɔɔ m'adwene mu a na megye de ɛbɛtumi ayɛ yie and he say, some of women bet na kunano so. Now we say, Ubeti de Bosumi do watch it as a sound mine. We just had the end of it. Still, Bosumi do watch it, not as a word free, a kunano so.
Okay.
The Oba, you know, what satisfies the political system, the partisan political system, the manipulations of the world. What you want to man, America, Penini, Morocco, Penini, now way, Fro, Namia way, and a way, so I hope Punchi, no usual parliament, na parliament, I decided they are more minor, now mother, and it's meaning Sunday money. You know, you idea a bit to be doing Koswaba, a bit to Yai. And I say, the bill may have been a bit to Yai. Let's say, Nana. Someone I'm breaking the age was, oh, John. Not I didn't win the deco breaking the age. Not so, Nana breaking the age with their password, and then the bit my boy Magana, because I think actually. Not so, Nana. Oh, number 8 way. Boom, you know. I know boom, you know. A boom, you know, and I'm saying, yeah, the crowd, at higher zero, and I'm saying PP for more for zero back, NDC for and for zero back. Some years idea with 2024 pay. The Quatua banana the money at zero, or money bitch me for them. I want a many tree.
I see. Interesting dream.
I want a many tree. At Humanity, I'm a Dawa major man, I make up a deputy. A my someone. On my year president in somewhere Capano, near man walker. Of comfort to be Tnatiano, and to be Trawan. It is some years to swear. As you be a cata, as a over Obiakatas of my penny, Pamatanya, or so on Ethiopia. The say, or no time, media, I bet I done Munafiki. I just say, Peter. It is never to say, never the Kwame Sukrana, the bit in the Aye, and Diabua. Nayana, some say me Baba Petu Minty, Tomanigu, or Manugu, we are betting to me. The Kwame Suna bit me, Abuano. Any people are buying a massam renegade. I want a minute dream, he says. I'll say a share a year opposition with credibility. Opposition abra di abashno obetimi abo abai no wo ho nyenye se wu di na tem na wo ye ne betimi aboa amaste pabi aba it's a goal for oil asabi amekokai o mo fire but what implementing is wrongly nyema bia sa menu ye betimi aye ye betimi afaso aboa economy no asa e take shape. IMF, you called it 17 times.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Bible, the same thing. It's going to be. Something got to change. You cannot expect to be doing the same thing and expect different results. I was sort of winning now, who said, do you all want to sink and ship together and lose our lives? Or you be partisans, for some a framework.
Okay.
Partisanship in some no Anna Ama or my assay. From Adia Bakwa, engineer Juma Emma or my abbreviated Yene Ebre, a partisanship. I anchor democracy. I would say, Jahonum Nase, Yekase, from a creature in independence up to date, 65, 66 years in Mino. Adia entimi enye juma magana aye this partisanship. Nyama Ghana mu esase echiche aye partisanship. Nyama Ghana abribia yoko yenim aye partisanship. Nyama ese enidie obua ne edima ye mpanyimfo ye culture and value system. Ese ye bibia aye partisanship. Ni abato. From 1992 up to date, partisanship, and yet, Juma. Na say it's not say you can say abai. It's to be a mitlan in the media, and say abino, on catchy, in crop for a year. Na say casa abaya, Bonicasm, that the government is made up of 3 arms, and I'm a boy.
Exactly.
the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. It is a case abaya. Mama me and junior executive no kwa. Say a junior nia executive na ye, nia parliament aye, nia judiciary aye. Then you will do start 3 arms into a counter. And then the Bema Mano.
Okay.
Now, out of these 3 arms, nia omo mobo a say of mine. Nia proper independence, socio-economic independence, nia national independence. A parliament. The parliament is partisan or independent or money between Yakoyeni. Oh, never be Ohio and I share. Name 2 scenarios. Sa MPP, next MPs now, Omokojina, and Nanado. And I change your Puriata, once the Sana, and I did only 2 maybe. That's a better course. Oh, no, your party, no, penny. What trouble must be at it, now, walk around a bit, you were, if you are near Papa Swaba. Party in our parliament or because of party. And you got now more yen. And some more can overcome some microphone chassis. This is in chassis, Papa air then and buy. And just give Papa at the buy and say, who are Johnson, let's say, you get any fish. Roman number MP pay. Almost throw letter. And I'm the command speaker, and I'm so married shuffle. Almost so chassis, the on the door, also on the shuffle, I did an abbey. It is a more who say, young parliament, the model of our nation is the weakest of the 3, is the most controlled, and only the weakest points are Ama or Mano and Quenimo. So you can't say, be a politician. You say, a decision making. You can't say politics is a process of decision making which affects human beings and the environment.
Okay.
And you okay to be a politician, open source for your obia or to take a decision. But your parliament, any your MPs, only to me and take or more independent decision. I will see it to me, Boamo. They pet constitution in Sakraya, a bit to me, Boamo. Namaya, I will show Papa or parliament. Near you be or quick system. But I could do parliament, no be Papa, no be mammy, it's me, and the team master, I know to me you should not be. Parliament is non partisan.
Very well.
And I know that the actual independence of our nation.
And I pray, Bamenda was it. I'm very grateful for your time.
Okay.
All right, Jacob was saying, now, Yanino at the end, come on 27 after 8. And we have that big interview with Dr. Kunedu Appiah Kubi. Because before, no, forward it on the entire Kakra. Now, Yantozo.
My yana etiefo ani ahwefo ase anopai ewo Maakye dwumadie so etiefo ye de mu radwom kakra na enema hodo abadwama so no yaton na agamo soso madi achi akokope biato na beboa pa anopai me de ko Grace Gift Herbal Clinic. Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services. One atraye ene Valentine Day me de ewura na omase yemfa to animo se Valentine Day we ne yemfa yade eni da bi tisa wo yade na yade bi ehawa. Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Service say, Bray, not one wow. Now, yet be a how woni peduemu, yet be a tete wono, one Emma will be drew no moon 2 sayadiana and free ho, Emma Vaz de Usu Timina, one need be Emma Nemina and Cosona, and a pay was some infant to most say diabetes ne how hypertension, hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E, and a how typhoid fever, malaria, and a pay Grace Gift Herbal say, Bray. Na o mo papa na o yade no wontu ase na we kai na sanon so ma me say eya bibidro nko a ena nei Grace Gift Herbal wonom edi tu yade wa hodo ase free ni padua mu etimi sro ko honom na omomo enya enonko bema u prostate ne kokram ababedamu anampo se cancer na abedamu a anopa Grace Gift Herbal se oba eno so obete ne te obabo ama prostate no opa hu nu egubre e de ma pa bema ukwakudo nso sa I kete sakwala de anopai Grace Gift Herbal se so bray na omo pa oba fibroid e ha wo okunu ana oyere anasa bema ano oba mo pa wo awo no ema mo boso a enkosia ga Grace Gift Herbal se mo ba obema madura no obemma maduro nom na monom a awo no bɛyɛ modea na makomanim pa besrawo sɛ mamoya de so ana no nkyɛ sɛ Grace Gift Herba wonom entimi ensa saa yade ne ntimi srawo yade bia ha wo no wɔse bra na ontu asemba kyɛw je Grace Gift Herba kyira kwa wo Kumase a fo ani kyerɛ mu ɛwɔ Hwim School Junction Kumase Hwim School Junction wode wani akyerɛ barakase kwan so ntenten so no a wobehu Grace Gift Herba ɛwɔ honom wo ɛyɛ enkran a bra ɛyɛ new achimota enkran new achimota yo ɛyɛ petroleum bungalow honom a yɛne Family Life International School no enedi enhwempa kyɛw frɛ number yi ma msisi ɛyɛ na yɛnkɔ yɛnim number no ɛne 0246 518003 and that's 0244 126 123 frɛ wɔn na onom ɛmonkɔma afei mede wo ɛwura Heart Builders Real Estate ɔsɛ memfa nto anim sɛ ɛnɛ yi wɔnom tete nsase wɔnom twa nsase ɛma ɔmanfoɔ nti mepa kyɛ wotie mi na anɔpa yi a Heart Builders Real Estate say bra na wɔnom ma nsase ɛntɔ ɔmo ma asase ntɔ asase a wotɔ a manso bia ni ho manso bia da ani akyiri nti wedi ayasam dɛ yɛte nkra ha yɛnim sɛ de nsase ho nsɛm sitie kɔtɔ asase de bɛkye na langas fo gyina so a wɔnom bɛtwitwa wɔ ahwe nyame kora nyina wachi a ne yɛba bɛkum Heart Builders de wɔsɛ wɔbɔ ɔma so a wɔbɛtɔ mo nsase a bibia yɛ krogen bibia dam kama akyɛ sɛ ɔtɔ plot no bi a wonya ɔhaw bia na ɛnɛ yi wɔse yɛmfa nto anim sɛ ɔmo twitwa nsase ɛwɔ ɛyɛ ningo pram so ho chopoli ho nyina wɔnom ɛtɔn nsase anasɛ wɔnom twitwa nsase no bi wei no ɛyɛ promotion kɛseɛ paa ɛna ɛsɛ sɛ ɛkɔ so a wɔnom ɛde ɛma paa nti bisrɛ kɔ Shy House chopoli ningo pram wokɔ a saa nsase nyina no wɔnom ɛbɛnya bi atɔ hɔnom na ɛsɛ agya wakɔ anim a na ɔsɛ yɛmfa nto anim sɛ full plot no ɛyɛ 15,000 Ghana cedi titi sika 150 million afei wobɛnya bi so 20,000 titi sika 200 million eti depende ba bi a wopɛ no wobɛtwa asase no de ama wo ɛsɛ wakɔ w'anim paa na mebakyɛw wɔsɛ yɛmfa nto anim bio mu sɛ ɛnɛ ebia na 15,000 anasa 20,000 unya sɛ sika da hɔ no na ɔsɛ yɛmfa nto anim sɛ sɛ woba pɛ Heart Builders Real Estate sɛ wonya ba bɛdu hɔ sɛ yi a ukura ɛyɛ 7,000 ɛkɔ kora no a abosomi nsia no aka no wɔbɛkyɛ de ama wo na sɛ wɔtuatua no kakrakra bɛba wani bɛba ahosoɔ no na wanya wo full plot a wɔn nso so aba bɛyɛ fie wura wɔbɛbɛsi wo adan na ɔkɔ w'anim pa mbakyɛw frɛ number yi sisie na wo ne Heart Builders Real Estate ɛmɔ nkɔmmɔ 0241 665200 0241 665200 anaasɛ 0591 59006 0591 599006 offer number ya Heart Builders Real Estate one mo so mbabwa no man nsase asase ahodwo asase amanso huni ho na ese ja wakɔ wanimu a na adopai ma memfa wo multi credit savings and loans limited wo makache na multi credit savings and loans limited se men kan tro say wɔn mo mabosea ɛyɛ group loans na wɔn ɛdɛma eti sɛ wotie me na woyɛ dwadini sɛ bodwa na woyɛ businessman wo hia sika de bewura wadwuma no mu a multi credit savings and loans limited say anopai broma so ɛyɛ wate na wɔn mabosea ne bi na fa kɔ yɛ wadwuma na saa bosea wɔn de ma ɛnyɛ baako fo bosea kai na sa ne so saa ma me ɛnyɛ baako fo bosea ɛyɛ dodoɔ bosea group loans ɛna wɔn ɛde ɛma eti sɛ woyɛ nipa num mo yɛ nipa nson mo yɛ nipa nkron a multi credit savings and loans limited say momra sika bia muhia bia mohia sa mo pede aye bosea no wa mo de bama mo na agya mo so mo de akwakwakwa e madwuma na madwuma no so aba mfaso ama mo na anigi sa mo ho multi credit savings and loans limited say ne woje o mo bosea ne bia so bia ni akire wonsi ho no wo form interest rate no e wo form etinya wanwa se ne nkrofo agye o mo bosea ne bia eti wotie me radio no so wotie me TV so ana wo hwe me TV so na uhia bosea multi credit savings and loans limited several na onom ema bosea ne bi na fa ko yoduma 21 days pepepe na bosea na aykrado a ye de esha won se mo ba chaw multi-4 and now multi credit savings and loans limited 60 regions in Ghana have baby more you over 68 branches across Ghana me ba chaw bibia ne afre number imam why 0277 712 888 0277 712 888 and I said 0244 176 901 offer number imu bia no a multi credit savings and loans limited say one mo bejo feso na one mama abosea ne bi na ososo wo de akwakwa tretre odwuma mu amadwuma no ensoso atumpon na ene eye da ponda kese de ma adofo nyina ene ye Valentine Day. Nti ne ye chat dear papa. Na ena kwakwa Valentine Day ya enkrofo eche niema enkrofo cha dofo niema no. Dey Kessben 92.9 FM. Yeni adofo nyina ye baba behwe bomu ama no ayefe papa. Na wose yemfa entu animu se. We no aye Hajia special local foods. Wane Kessben 92.9 FM. Ena akabomu a wode aye special couples night. Tieni ye pa. Special couples night. Wode ebra adofo nyina. Nti nyame eya domo a na ye nyina yemfa domo na yemra na yenhwehwe mu pa. Enebe enije pa. Ene buffet bekoso buffet pa, correct one bekoso pa. Karaoke night, DJ performance, major musicians. As I don't for the bebre na beba dwumadi na se. Enti udi asa na udidi. So hu na utwa na ase na okọ nimpanti. Bama menua ba enei fa odofo ne bra. Emfa odofo no kosie. Ene na ye kire do pa. Enti utie radio no so a fa wo yere bra. We na ye free bonto enyi sika bia. Fa wo yere bra. Fa ukunu bra. Ne nyina ye nkamamu. Ne mfa do no ensoso na enya kono pa. Na kainasha no so say ebekoso ewo hacho yewo adjacent transition afunu home hono a ho na dwumadi ekoso ntimi so ya na waba enwuma no nsiampa mu 6:30 na ya hyase etwamu ye gi ani saa na 10 pm na yede dwumadi ni akora wie mpacho fe number sisi ye na yemo nkomo 0246.
An evil is coming that threatens our kingdom.
I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did. You are called to join the King's Guard.
Because I have something worth fighting for.
What did you see a senior for Julia by?
30 years. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Why? I will be to me for Parker, Mama.
This is psychological. Psychological. It's not medical.
My daughter is getting married. Everybody, get in!
Hello. If something from 600 feet hit him, can he be your maybe? How can two matured women be behaving like children?
I mean, Miss and Kwame to Samisha.
We can't let this happen. That girl isn't safe with that man, and that is the truth.
You shouldn't allow your men to take the law into their own hands.
Apart from your husband, who else lives in this house? You know that is private information, right?
If I were you, I'll be more concerned about finding a killer.
It is over a day since the murder of Aku Hansen, and the question still remains, who murdered or who had her murdered?
SG Mall is located in a plush 3-story complex in Kumasi with the most exciting shopping and recreational spaces. Inside SG Mall is the luxurious SG Suites to suit your comfort.
My videos no more than buy it. And you could have my videos in the drive time for them so bad. They will do save. And Joyce Akosia Techi is the second person on the Nikono. More we need it, and we are expecting more. Now, the last person, the first person, no, they will win here. The answer more car, you're not Tom, paying for a combat to ye. I was the answer by your banner, Bema. Remember, I said, teaser. Oh, Richard Aquarium very say. What's your dinner? Aquarium the buy and in fact, very interesting. But none of ratio when it's a Kobe winning, so or what dentra. Side her baby. It doesn't matter, baby. I was said they were winning by now. No, one more boy, we know. Medium sense to say, oh, how much from what that. Aside say, yeah, now say the crowd, they know so boy winning or move back. Yes, and see, these are the winners. Emanuela Awicho, Joyce Akosia Techi, and then Pat Date. And the winners. Yes, Gozi. Yes, Aquani did the quay. Was it last year? Was it?
Now, you see, a D radio, and Fendi Valentine. Now, quite year, the Valentine.
Was it? Now, quite year, Fendi Valentine.
Quite year, the same fan Valentine. Quite year, radio is unfortunate to say, went to me and went to me there, but we need it.
In fact, me too, quite your message, you know. Me too, no audio, no, but they're interested. Oh, I have unloaded audio. Everyone and
is the emphasis is our own.
Say hello, Kessben.
Oh wow. Oh okay. Why are they fire?
What's it here?
Or try.
Oh hello, Kessben.
Oh wow. So you be never catch the wall. Oh you be never catch the wall.
Can't share one.
What bre?
Unfortunately, quite year end to be a winner. And you can see we have another.
And you may say, Bessia Hachu.
Yebesia.
Yebesia. On a compost night in the back of so far. Dead out. Tigania, you say you may. Someone over put them live.
We'll be there. I don't pay Yanino a Din Komono na Afe. We will share with the rest of the world and the good people of the New Patriotic Party. Na Afe, the vision for Ghana entirely. So I don't pay Yanino at the home and Komo. My messages, no. Emra na anope yentime and kinkai wagin training. Good morning, Mr. Speaker and Kessben FM. Please tell us something about the school placement system. We are watching you live from Kumasi. Okay, o message o de abano no. We will do a follow up on the school placement, no. Na yede amamo. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. The president have decided not to change the finance minister because his personal interest. Because of his personal interest. Let's wait to see what 2024 will bring to us. Ebenezer sends that one from Insuta and Opay. Ebenezer, thank you for a message, where they are bad. Mr. Speaker, any finance minister or planner who doesn't have a plan B is not fit to continue in office. Ken Oforiatta messed up the introduction of the e-levy. He came up with this debt restructuring thing, and he had no alternative. It's sad. Our president is still keeping such a man in office. Even worse, in the silence of the NPP executives. Appiah J sends me that message from Sunyane. Appiah J, thank you very much for a message, Adope, where they Amaye. Baroski sends this one from my sister. Baroski said, good morning, Speaker. Ken Oforiatta is doing NPP party and the government more harm than good, because why is Ken Oforiatta still at post? As our finance minister, Asembe Krani, Asembe Badebi, say hi to the Honorable Joe Gate, MP for Esikado Ketan constituency. Baroski, that is your message. Thank you for a message, Anope, what they are my. My name is Asenswe from Gomua Dago. I love Jesus Christ as my first love. God bless you, Mr. Speaker. We are ready and listening to Dr. Appiah Kubi live on Kessben FM and Kessben TV. May I say any message? The very last one. Na mema do kache na mema no akwaba. Good morning. I'm Bernard from Adentan. I'm watching you live on Kessben TV. Good morning to you and your entire crew. Good morning to you too. And thank you so much for choosing us. Checking your time. 48 after 8. Hi, Kessben 92.9. Kessben TV. Sir Oshio DSTV. Channel 364. Go TV. Channel 173. And so free to air. On your digital platforms ningina and pay unya your live. But abraso sir yene Dr. Konedo Apreku Edin Komo and pay. He's seeking to become the next flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party and then at best become Ghana's next president ahead of 2024. A lot of the things he has done in the past from Akumadan ebedi minister and the former president Kufuor a year Juma with the ECOWAS. Chair so many of the council and then council of ministers as well as committees a share said NEPAD program no ebetimi a sustaining na a year Juma na abuaye the continent and then in this part of our world entirely. Dr. Preku has done a lot and has achieved a lot for himself. And Opey is my special guest. Mami Emanache na memano akwaba. Doc Maakye.
Yeah, right.
Na empomo boko dear.
Nyamia daru ma pa.
I don't pay Yashu any much kakra.
Facha me. Jumane dos. I'm very sorry.
Very well. That is fine. I'm happy, sir. I don't pay so yes, yeah. It's our first time though, but I believe, sir. And komwe ensi no na watimi ediwani so ade hunu ne nyina no atodwa. So far, Dr. Preku ho te say
me ho ye nyamia da Roma. Me ho ye me busuafo so ho ye. So na che say efie ye boko.
They say papa there na wo ye. Oni abamu. You are not part of this government. Enti there na wo ye.
See, they me running for president of Ghana. That's my full-time job.
I see. I see.
Besides that, I do me human kakra to keep me going.
Okay. Consultancy.
So, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that is fine. I don't pay Ghana for you now. I very willing to hear you. As a Drew baby, I won't say that engage media and baby unless we come to you. Now also one common be away to me actually wondering a woman. Who is Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi?
Yo, me dasi bebre me ma watie fo nyina me chia o mu nyina no pay.
Okay.
Nyamia da Roma. What is keeping me going, you ask me?
Yeah.
Me consultancy work. I've done a lot of work in the past. Nti me said the Bruni Becca contacts be from my work with the US, I work with the World Bank, I work with the IMF, I work with the European Union.
Okay.
Then obviously, Oba has an Economic Commission for Africa, ECA, or Ethiopia. I know my Juma. ABID, ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development. My consultancy work for them. And me buy in so no me kakra ma other organizations, you know, until it's keeping me busy.
At least, and until that still na what they need that's what
Nyamia da Roma. Nyamia da Roma.
And Opey, we want to know you more because Opati I will seek is obenya the opportunity from delegate one mobile me show so actual personality a Juma waye in the time past. Na womubeto abama say party ne kind of for no afoforo bebre so aberema ebia womu nimo for the first time no ebi kra no pay na womu nya the opportunity ahwe wo TV so any ade say ye bo wudin a Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi eye hwan.
Well, Kwame Appiah Kubi fi sebio akurase me no wo me akuma dan akwa na me cool school
Asante Memo.
Yes, Asante Memo Fenso district. Methodist Akumada Methodist primary Akumada middle school. Nyamia da Roma ya wo meto enyam ebusuya ye pe enyam sempa me nana be ma no em se ejina ne so kra na Methodist church e ba e krum. Na the matikran say asase ye si asore no na ye na asase nti ye fie no ebo asore no pa titede no na ho nyina asesa ba mi nyini no na Methodist church no ho me ma me ye active wo ye women fellowship or be women fellowship president. I'm saying this because ube fear sebio ye at that time na ye near ma me nko anetie no. Mami will influence on your life pa why your papa why your mommy so I can't. I was raised by a single parent, mommy. Na yes you what they said you queer young kwane or tea na minenenam from Manco school in coming school cry. I was not supposed to go to school. Na nyamia dom kakra. Yensu krumu ho ye intus ho adwuma pa ti intus adwuma no so no minima adwuma bi a densa because intus no a very fragile plant and a very fragile Nti se ukudua ntosi na also dua no very early in the morning or very late and sun naba.
Okay.
Ti yakoye fumu koye ntosi adwuma basically no ubedidi hwa kra ansa na waba because ugu di nsuo no go so anopa na se wa mana anye na de kuguso heat no betimi asɛ no nti adeɛ sa na wasa aguso.
Okay.
Na ansana nti didi afumu ho nyina ti me de sabio me mo na mafo a mo abeya mo fi mo city ni ade na me no me environment na very confined. Okay. Na nti niema true na guide me life. Enyamsem and me so me maame.
Okay.
Ye fu mo adwuma ene de ne na mu anti manko school ntem se de na me ka no na me egufo ni nyina mpo adi mani mo school ba nyame fa kwan bi so ma me hia obi a oka se memre school ho.
Okay.
Na me call Akumada Methodist Primary me call ya no na manyini che me classmates
for no
I'm say me tena fie ni ade na nsu na me so se bi o me madwen na akosoro kakra. The cool school no nyame di achi the timi free ya ma ya be catch up. Okay. That time no so ntese na wokware ya so ebi abom modi nti ya jump ya huru na wako anim. Huru be mienu o mi sa ma me bedi. Nti na enyamsem wo me mu me de me bibia manyame. Even at that age, and I felt said there was a hand of God upon me. Maybe I never can't say maybe I might be doing here, but I always felt say there is something about me and myself.
Okay.
Now, me back so now with me soon. Me Maakye Kubi, tin were very close to me. Pompire mammy, I begin to feel some me cry me will be big kakra, but it didn't demonstrate.
Okay.
My life, you know, that's how it started.
Okay. Akumada. And being raised by a ma. It's a different environment. To send them more beya, Sebio, Beman, a raisy one. Me call a primary school, John Po Kakra, and Timmy Bettin call middle school. Okay.
That time, no, na emrafo fraba Ghana has a so udru from 2. Cry with me a common entrance. Can just we your friend middle school. And raffle for by Timmy Mikoyebi at an early age. Koye in Yamia Daruma me passe. Me coaching work could do a secondary school.
In I America, Nibia.
Eh, who cry. If you call us so no, ne enyam sem wumimu. I became ladder part now, I was the SU president.
I see.
And then I was also at the Science Me Pe Akenkai, and I was the library prefect.
Okay.
These two combinations changed my life completely.
Okay.
As you know, Mami concentrating on what I believe to be my calling. So me they eventually cry. Me ba be suffer. The suffer so there was a sebio life a little different. I was very strict with myself. What I can do, what I can do. Then became SU president. Now just the ultimate. But Nanya means Sawome so. Nanya means a dimechi. Time one, ye koye common entrance, ye koye. That time, Sebio, ye in this kind of winya CMB scholarship.
Okay.
Nature say Triafa, now mammy Triafa. Kakra, the koya. Tia could do from 3. And now. Ye were ye English master no.
Okay.
Or frame me. Was it there's some essay competition be ye organize or Ghana ha. And it's basically been confined to some of the elite schools.
Okay.
First time no ye the best school Sebio in Crassi school.
Category A schools.
TDB, but now I nominate me some participating in that essay competition.
Okay.
So, yes, sir. Now, me so sad time, so me a library
prefect.
Now me be a library prefect or library prefect. Until books were hopper, started kinkaya. The essay was basically somebody who feels or person or parting with life. Against Ubia why ye be cry until you press a yes or no be touching. And then there was a nurse, Helen Keller.
Okay.
Why near man na attaching me during the war or a nurse one ma in Crawford, Yabo Mutu near Jan who knew be no more so I got involved in this. So when I went to write the essay competition, I chose a life no na me so me person dache me boa nipa. Luckily, yakoya yani you choose me. And now your mom scholarship na jamede free Ghana ha. So I left about very young, 17 thereabouts.
17 years.
Yes.
Wow.
And they call America. I went to high school. I finished. I got a scholarship. I did a bachelor's. I did a master's. I did a PhD, and then got to teach. To cut it short, teach in 3 universities: economics and finance. That's how things went. But I became very much interested. You so cool America, the age that we went now. You are very impressionable. You be a sen I will feel your brain. Sen I will set it a near ma a big guide your life. You are setting your standards, the values that you say a big wow. Now we focus also a near ma bit me aye. Now, part of the training they call exchange programs, ukusia Americans, now so educate Americans, what it means to be an African. It is a sharing of experience. And then, whether planned or by accident, you realize that you're also internalizing the values almost so. So, we share Americans here. How does America become so great? To me, I don't need the question. Because who could do honest say you share ya brabo, na share my brabo moi. Na am in one.
Changes,
yes, difference in Sondodo. And I mean, so I say, Sebio, that young age, I was very. Me judge nipa very quickly. Fi se sebio me de me nyam sum nipa and tu nyam sum ni kra na che se oh no nye nipa. Say I was young and that's so me hwa America for life. Na me bisa me ho. Na yen pa bra ye bre ye krum and I always was using my mommy experience. A devout Christian on cool school utimi kai Bible utimi preach it from the Bible. Ubeka say be a sebio wakuskuda. Bra or bre kwa fume nyumiro ba wasakwa sorry anopo besa kwa sorry. Na me share life for ye level wa ha. I was beginning to question say nyame no o ye real nyame. Aden na ye brace na ye nya break. Nkrofo ameba omukro mu. Omukro no o hwe de ekro gina. Na that's age and I say be almost bread half as much. And so Nyame seems so a blessing almost more than us. It shook my belief in God. Say Nyame no onye be before Nyame.
I see.
It challenged me saying from as you no cry na me pese meti Nyame asem.
I see.
Really, I'm telling you. Because I told God, said there be me hwe nipa brepa na siesi sum nyame nipa no sori anajo
devotion amodi amonyame
kwa sori anopa obekwa sori Sunday obekwa sori ahoso unhu nipa kra okwa sori and so all the blessings we ase wo mukro until I was beginning to believe say ye nyame no another place not this one timi afikra me kwa sori
ebuwa bem
papa but nyame so has his own way. Na wa mame lock nso bebia mefa ni papa masem ti me call ye no ye school principal no wo join like one friend say club we business clubs ye be every weekend every Friday they have a meeting and they invite a guest obia omeka sanchira ombe share some experience ti okono ofre me ena okasa opese me ko na me kwa me ba be kasa Africa ho what makes Africa different? What are the challenges? Why nti yintiminya nkoso se ebia omu krumu fo no. Na me ba die na me mesua me fi se me komi krumu a I inspire me say me ba America ha die we de mahunu nti menu bi na me pese
but me transfer the abaga
me krumu.
Okay.
And na me call me call address ye no nti nyamiada room I think said the me kan no nipa ni je ho me wie ne papa bi bechia me obechia me no se me din de Dr. Durham na me wo Oregon State University. Okay. I'm in charge of foreign students admission and there omoba as an officer me taking care of them. Now many agents some wakan and me who say opese we bibi ewu wiase opese change ukrum because they make can say omunye adwuma nyina me kan wo ho say me buy and me who say ye adwuma ye no any what we get out of it no dear me feel say mono we are just lucky because ye gu ye wuramu adwuma ye still the poverty that we have to live and
one
the challenges the deprivation that we have to go through no mono I don't know the entire nyame pemo answer me kan nyina I say now say din someone me kan ye na I touch him say me pese Messaniema will me crew, and he wants to help me. Will be some programs. So your program oba would 1 year or so crew.
Okay.
And part of the program, then they say, Ube crew no share our experience when you're American because they want Ghanaians to also know what is about America. To cut it short. And no na set me on. Timini ni kunya adam for bisam se na we are there na won Trahanko University. So person for meet me aboa. Na msim pese me ko university. And then it took it just like that.
Okay.
Ma me ko university. Ko your bachelor's, master's. Me ba Ohio State University. Me a scholarship for na ko PhD.
Okay.
Everything was like clockwork. She say nyamen sa na o me so ne broso. Because even then, I can't say you're too good a Christian. No, I'm so frustrated with Christianity. Completely. Completely. Because people can take a gun and shoot another human being like that. You know? Now, me who be sad. Timmy said, Momo, nye papa. I didn't so normal a coso. Yamia my bibia, yamia boy, or pay us equally. Nobody is more endowed. The American business said the experiences of me what I saw there, nam the better eventually I was beginning to say maybe as it said in the literature, I think Casca was saying the fault is not in our stars.
Okay.
It is in us. The fault is not in our stars. In other words, we are not born with it. We acquired. So the challenges that we have with Ukrumu Africa, no, ye responsible for. Into ye beat me a changing. I was beginning seriously to believe that the case. And that period, in the 70s, so Bekaya, that was a period of so much turbulence in Africa. Every African country was under military dictatorship. In West Africa, there, just everybody, including my own country, Ghana. Just like that. Without appropriate trial. It's so primitive. It touched me so much. I said, no, we have to change. So we joined groups. Now you have a group here, friends, a Ghana crew at the university. Okay. I became president of it. And I was pushing, say, we should become more conscious of the political developments in our country. Because Obetnaha know who see a Nipano level, the quality of life they live, and bra omo brenu sasin bra quality of life is low. There is a missing link.
And that link ought to be found.
The link must be found.
Okay.
And in fact, I wrote a book, African Immigrants in the United States, a missing link in Africa's development. That's the first book I have, basically addressing the challenges I have. Okay. Why is it that some of the very best educated people won't be to me at trying to even today, and I say it not to spite myself or my disrespect my country. Okay. But say ye Bruni the shape of your bruchly BC ha hundreds of years ago. And waka say Yene yabaha ye perceive a farmer near do ko ye krum. Now ko ye juma ye krum ho. Sebi impreduasa don't get offended. Penyim for or funny year cry, no aje ensa, no se onko, mumfanonko, me ba mumfanonko, me ye mumfanonko. We sat there, let's say even it's 100 years ago. Today, if a ship landed in Accra, they catches all the young men and women in Ghana who want to go to America should go on that ship. What would happen? So that is the tragedy. And this is what has challenged me so much. What is it about us? Dear Ninyame on for my ye may timi. I intimate fixing America cohe. Na ye kase winter. Nipent means sorry cry in the bedroom. We don't have that. 24 hours a day. Here were rivers, here were gold, here were diamond, here were bauxite, here everything. We are more resourced than perhaps any other continent.
And from that time, no doc, and one nature division and the idea say unyo mampenya ubediana
never crossed my mind like that. But I thought there must be a way to change the way I didn't think of it a politics because I was too religious. And maybe I thought I'll be a suffer. Okay. That the politics came very late.
At what point in the BEMU?
When Rollins by and now, we form a group. Okay. Many of us, some are here. Yes, here with us. And you form a group. You see a bill post the Rollins and all the other Africans that inti ehwa ansana ebe mimu say even then made them perceive change say me a me kwa koyi bi de it had not crossed my mind. Okay. Na me tro me book yi na Professor Dubuahen me can intend because I'm say be now any time no. Professor Dubuahen had also Rollins had come and culture of silence and nipen timin kasa na wako breaky silence no we Cornell University gave him a visiting scholarship. Okay. So omra mechre the course of Africa near there or Cornell in New York in New York State to buy and then my trust me first book no African immigrants a missing link in Africa's development to hunu book no kai and a link here as up or frame. He's read something and he wants us to meet and talk and see what role I can help with this process. So time I take political groups be against the Air Force. He got me excited. Also on sabbatical leave. So why don't I take a sabbatical leave from the investment and say I could try that. I said, yeah, we will allow you to go. So I took 1 year to come to Ghana. Okay. Me baby share the air cost
system nemu.
Me buy you know. Now I couldn't have had a better person at that time because Wakoma lectures as he was looked up as one of the political leaders of this country. Okay. And I've been gone for so long. Minim penyimphobia and tit na deme politics.
And that is where the journey began. That's with Professor Edubuahen. Yes. At some point, Obeye, the spokesperson, the Kasamafo before crowd, Obeye say, Obeko offense, so any idea. But all this while, no, and it's what you know, I would be Raman same no, or quest, sir, and near my best system no better than na afe Ghana with all the resources I want, yet me and your papa, Ediama or mine. You were a 3-term member of parliament for Offenso North constituency. Sa vision no ni arishemu papa na wo no utimi achieve through the parliament ana.
Ye be set up a scholarship fund to help people like me who otherwise would not have been able to go to school.
Okay.
To me, they deprive because I am, and I'm a beneficiary of other people's generosity. So say those to whom more is given, to much is given, much is expected. I feel say, menya emwa, I didn't even qualify for. Yes, ye were very environment, very, very poor environment.
Okay.
What Danny idea, no, yitimidia cocoa, yitimidia agricultural produce. And we biggest item for some time had been tomatoes, and I also realized the losses, harvest losses, because tomatoes are very fragile. My aim was to build a factory, tomato factory.
In your district?
Yes, yes. We try. Unfortunately, I can say that it did not succeed. And it didn't. It's not by chance it did not succeed.
Okay.
The nitty-gritty aspects of it, but it's been a dream of mine. I set up a scholarship fund to help people that were like me or even perhaps worse than me. I encourage education because to move out of poverty, it became the surest means. So, with me, as MP, I did everything that MPs do, build schools, improve roads, scholarship fund, which is not longer in place again. I want to revive it. And then encouraging people by example. Try to be a model for many. And then encouraging them to believe in God and to serve their maker while there's time. Because I happen to believe that in spite of all that, there is a guiding hand. And you can't do with that. As MP, was I successful? I think we did a lot. We did a lot that
for the 3 terms.
Yes,
now
I think so.
And none of pay say you want to be president of Ghana. A vision we kremu ache. I've heard and I've read from your profile or biography. No, say you nimot fritite mantra no cry no say a idea ye ka say ye go by the lineage. Any the way near my na and kawumum ana edro so to be the next after President Akufo-Addo. What is your vision for Ghana should you become president in 2024?
My vision for Ghana is to turn that you crew into a country war economic freedom. We have the capacity to utilize the resources in your media maye. I feel it's most unfortunate that the resources are away now. We still are poor. Ye cocoa. Start with cocoa. And then Ghana, ye took cocoa mpa, ye ti cocoa near Kwakotona Bruchra. We have to get syndicated funds to buy the cocoa.
Seedlings, no?
Not only that, buying it from the farmers and selling it overseas. We don't even have enough money to do that. We take a loan to do that. We don't process the cocoa. Kranka yepa ni nim cocoa huwa dieno. And kawase yen set standards for other people. And the Chinese cry a process cocoa. We have not come, we don't process even maybe 50% of what we produce. So we have to look inside ourselves.
Kessben.
You go to, what else do we do? What else do we do? If you take diamond, gold, bauxite, everything is here. And the same story, like our cocoa.
Yes, but you were once the Minister for Trade under President Kufuor.
Yes.
An industry. Yes. And say, at least you got the opportunity. Say you be industrialize your mine under President Kufuor. You came to meet some factories, state-owned factories as well. Well, if
you take, say, the cocoa,
yeah,
we work hard to bring in the first free zones, the first cocoa processing plant.
Okay. Under the Free Zones Authority.
Yes.
Okay.
What we need to do is to expand that. Okay. Why we have not been successful in industrialization is that we have focused very much on the things
okay.
And the things we have not been able to move out of it because the support mechanisms we have not been able to attract investors in there. My job as we trade and industry that you talk about, during the time that I was trade and industry minister, what we realized is that we don't export enough. Okay. But you go and check the statistics during that period, we made significant progress.
Okay.
Because why? I signed a trade agreement, or I, on behalf of Ghana, we signed a trade agreement with Libya.
Okay.
And we made progress there. We said we went to I went to what is this country? Sorry.
Some of the countries you dealt with.
So many countries. Okay. Let me just get back and say, why is it that we are not exporting? One, if you look at that time when I came in, I even realized that we did not have a trade officer, commercial officer attached to most of our embassies.
Okay.
For example, Brussels. Brussels is the capital of the European Union. We did not have an officer there. It is where that transactions and businesses go on.
Okay.
So immediately I sent an officer there, and we increased our trade with European Union significantly because there was a point man there that people can go and work with.
And that is how we got most of our commodities, being exported to the European market. Okay.
Then we were looking at joint partnerships also. And we did a lot in that area. Okay? And I'm missing something that is, I'm trying to remember.
It will come.
Yeah.
Kessben.
AGOA, for example.
Okay.
African Growth and Opportunities Act. America, for the first time, opened opportunity for West Africans under AGOA. Under AGOA, you can export all the goods that you want to the United States, no taxes, no tariff, no quota limits. And we took that upon ourselves. And we started craft factories.
Okay.
I built one in Aburi. I built one in Salaga. I built one in Kumasi, where we sold, and many other places where our crafts will go to European markets and especially in the United States at no quota and no tariff.
Okay.
That was a major transformation that we did. We went every place that I went. I went with the delegation.
Okay.
And it's a fact because many of them are the Chamber of Commerce. I took Ghana business persons to China, open up market opportunities for them. We went to Qatar. We went to Germany. We went to Mauritius. Mauritius, when I went, I built the first Ghana Trade Council in there. At that time, and they were one of the most successful countries in terms of the AGOA, African Growth Opportunities Act, that allows you to export. I went to study. That time, my colleague, Mr. Chirematin, was the ambassador in United States.
Okay.
And Mauritius fall under his jurisdiction.
Okay.
He met me there. We went there. We worked very hard. signed a cooperative agreement. We opened the Ghana House in Mauritius to export our goods, to facilitate exports and to learn from the experiences.
Okay.
They came to Ghana and set up a t-shirt making factory at Kessben, and which unfortunately did not last very much long, as long as we had hoped for.
Okay.
So every opportunity that I had, I promoted trade. And we made a lot of progress, and you can go and check the exports in that period. So I think we did the best that we could.
So based on this foundation, I will lay, you believe strongly that your vision of industrializing Ghana was built on a very rightful footing. Today, should you become the president, Ebema Wetimi, I industrialized this country to the very best.
Now, I believe so. Today we have more opportunities. We are more knowledgeable about the situation in the world. And we have more resources with some degree of control over. It can never be the case, say, we should export anything in its raw form. And that, yes, no excuse about that, because we have small-scale operators as well as the large operators. If we decide, say, Ghana, even Bessia Yewi, you beat me a process or add value to it. There's nothing I me add the value to. Nigeria decided overnight that they were no longer going to import rice, and that they will produce their rice and consume their own rice. They are self-sufficient. And you go to Nigeria today, Nigerian go and bring the best rice in the world. The Nigerians himself eating it will feel and yet as good as their own rice. But before that, they thought their rice was not good enough. They have been able to conscientize their people. We have to do the same and more.
Ghana.
Now, you say China created cocoa and processing cocoa. So what does that tell us? Cocoa can be grown in that environment. And we grow cocoa, and even the money to buy our own cocoa, we have to go and syndicate a loan. The raw beans just to get out of our country. So in the final analysis, the value that we derive from even our own cocoa, and yet enough to sustain us. Go and check it out. Don't believe me. Go and look at the level of indebtedness of the cocoa. Yes. It's amazing.
Doc, we have some few minutes. Maybe what is your vision for your party? First of all, to become the flag bearer, you need the delegate to confirm you on that across the country. For you to be the leader of the New Patriotic Party, what do you have for them?
Well, I can count on quite a few things. One, my experience. Being a minister, being an MP. I know what happens in Parliament, and I know what happens at the ministerial cabinet level. That's not enough. I have also had the opportunity, to work with a lot of countries that I believe I can draw resources, support, investment, attract people to come and invest in this country. And as I indicated, I've done consultancy work for
international organizations.
Almost all the major ones. I build network. In ECOWAS, I build network. I have basis for comparison. I have basis to attract other people to come into our country. I think if I'm given the opportunity to lead this country, from a practical point of view, from academic point of view, from experience point of view in politics, I know the tradition of this party very well, especially during the Fourth Republic. And I think I can bring that to bear. I can attract a lot of investors to come in here if they knew I had the authority and the wherewithal to allow them to operate in this country in peace and in security. So what I'm saying is that we ought to upscale all the things that we are doing in this country. We have to process more. We have to become integrated into the world market. We have to be able to exploit the advantages that we have that others do not have.
Okay.
And we have to work as a nation. I believe that the next president who comes from MPP is not going to be president for MPP. He's going to be president for Ghana.
Okay. But first of all, before you become the president for Ghana, you need to run on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party.
Of course.
And that is the party that is in power now. You are in office, managing the affairs of this country. You are seeking to break the 8 in 2024. Ghanaians are telling you that there are a lot of challenges pertaining now, especially with our economy. They need a flag bearer who will be able to salvage the situation as we are in now and then propel the party on for 2024. Do you strongly believe that you are that personality that will be able to manage the economic crisis we are in now to be able to foster the victory for the NPP?
It's almost a servant to say yes, but I don't know what else I could say. Yes, I believe that. I've had the training. Academic, professional.
Okay.
I built a network that will allow me to do so. I've had the experience of working as commissioner in charge of macroeconomic policy and economic research for all the 15 member countries.
Okay.
I've worked with the ministers
and
of
you are
finance.
an economist?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my own background notwithstanding.
Yes.
I worked with the ministers of finance. I work with the governors of the central banks.
Okay.
We know when economy, I've almost become like a doctor. I can predict based on the economic indicators. That is what my job was, to alert member countries that something is developing, something is going wrong. And so I have come to know, and not uniquely, but most people who study what I have studied will come to know when the economy is struggling. You begin to see signs of it, because economics, everything comes to light. There's no hidden agenda. When the country is making progress, you see it, you feel it.
Okay.
I have had that opportunity, and I believe I can provide the leadership. I've had parliamentary experience. We have crisis in our parliament now. We have crisis within our party. Our youth, our grassroots feel disconnected. And I'm not blaming anybody. The circumstances of our time, whether by design or by accident, is such that there's a lot of desperation every party among the youth. They need somebody who can offer a new sense of renewal for them, a new sense of direction for them. And I think based on all that I've done, founding member of this party, member of the committee that wrote the constitution, the manifesto, the selection of the name, the selection of the symbol, I've been through all of this.
For your party?
For my party. Okay. I understand.
Kessben.
And I think if God gave me the opportunity, I can assemble the very best Ghanaians
to rule this country,
to offer the leadership that would take us into a different direction, completely different direction.
Doc, why? Obi baby says, "Edi awomwa President Akufo-Addo. Your economic challenges, you receive bonds, no, are crashing your economy. At far extent, they put the blame on Russia versus Ukraine war. That is your party communicators telling us all this. COVID-19, all economists, choruses. Government seems money solution, but you are part of the party, and so Obibekas you're part of the government, even though you are not the president. Finance minister is struggling, even with a debt restructuring program, to secure an IMF dealer, a bit me a rebound your economy. No, so far, we more president now. We more Ken Oforiatta as minister leading this government and leading your party.
Oh, I would love to serve in any capacity that the president would have asked me to serve.
Okay.
Being his campaign manager before, I worked with him very closely.
Okay.
2008 and then 2012, I was in charge of security for the campaign. Excellent relationship.
What's Nanado?
Yes, I did not refuse an offer.
Okay.
I went to ECOWAS after I realized that I may not have any offer. And in ECOWAS, let me tell you also, my work was to work with the ministers So I've worked with the minister. I work with Mr. Ken Oforiatta as close as we can, as much as is possible as the commissioner. You work with the minister and all the other ECOWAS ministers. We meet at least twice or 3 times a year to assess development in all the member countries, macroeconomic development. We prepare I send my team to come to every member country 2 or 3 times a year. They come and collect data. What is happening to our trade? What is happening to our revenues? What is happening to government expenditure and all the other economic indicators, and bring it to Abuja. We analyze it and we invite the ministers to a ministerial committee meeting in Abuja, all the 15 member countries, and we present the report that we have prepared. This is what we see about Ghana. This is where Ghana is going. This is where Ghana has done well. This is where Ghana has not done well. We share ideas and give that information to them also to see what it is about.
Yes, but that work of the ECOWAS is an independent work. ECOWAS does not have that greater influence on our sovereign governance as a state. Enti say offer advice now, finance minister nipa no befa, but in your capacity as a party stalwart within the new patriotic party, you ought to have been given the opportunity for the president to hear you out with suggestions were based on report ECOWAS, and so Amwenya access to.
But the fact of the matter is that the report also go to the president.
I see.
So yes, how can we? The finance minister is supposed to brief the president. Yes, of course. He's the head of state, and then beyond that, we have head of state summit. That the presidents also come and we present the state of the economy in ECOWAS, and we do it member countries so everybody knows what is going on. And it's not like I was offered something to stay in Ghana and I said, no, I want to go to ECOWAS. No, never. That is a fact that I can say without fear of contradiction. If something may have been offered to me, I would have loved to stay in Ghana.
President Akufo-Addo has never invited you since he became president to offer you a job.
And to offer me a job?
Yes.
Well, I can. It's a very tricky question. We have met and discussed. To offer means actually giving to you. But
to give you a position.
Yeah, no, he hasn't. We have discussed but never materialized.
I see.
But to offer for me to suggest that I turn it down. No, I have not turned down any offer from the president.
Let me give you the opportunity to speak to the delegates who are watching you this morning. They are your party delegates. You are first seeking their mandates before, when you become their flag bearer, you seek the mandate of the entire country. Let me hear you out, the message you have for your delegates.
Well, the delegates are out there, and many of them are very desperate. They are disappointed. The expectations have not all been met. And therefore, there is some sense of a disillusionment. They have been betrayed. They have not been taken care of. And without them, we can't win the next election. Unfortunately, combining that with the challenges in the economy, it means that the next election is going to be a very difficult election.
For the NPP?
Yes. Because the people who matter most are the delegates out there, the grassroots. And they are not happy. And that one may offend you, because that's the sense I get when I go there. They are unhappy. We need to bring them back. We need to give them a lot of hope, because Omufi said, "Yepe omu vota, yebeka de achre omu, yenye wia nieko." So it's not so easy to really get their confidence. What will get their confidence is the competence and the programs and actions that we will take, that they can see to be, one, realistic, because promises have been made and unfortunately broken. I'm not talking about just this government. Promises are made by MPs, by DCEs and all the others, all of us, they look at us, they find it very difficult. So many cross in Tuabano. And the one Tuaba to Senka Watwetiawo because it's a vote lost. I want them to not allow this to destroy the opportunities that they may have in the future.
Okay.
I think all of us in this race, and I can almost speak for all of us who are contended, because if you travel to the rural areas and come back, you get a sense of the feeling. And not one, I can't see anybody who beat me at disregard. And if everybody disregard me, Kufia Preko, I'm not going to disregard. Because this is a very important turning point for our party. Whether the party can withstand this and move on, or something else happens to us.
Okay.
What I want to appeal to them, chance. We are coming there to talk with them. We are going to find solutions to the problem.
Okay.
And we have learned from the past. And we are now going to repeat what has happened. We want them to be active. We want them to feel a sense. Say they joined the party for a purpose. And when they join the party will not ignore them.
Okay.
It's not easy, but that must be done.
Okay. Doc, between Ken Ofori-Atta being reshuffled by the president and then Ghanaians reshuffling your political party, the NPP, for you to go into opposition, which one would you prefer? My last question.
With the mirror or Daroma, it's obvious. I want this party to stay.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want the finance minister reshuffled?
Let's say finance minister reshuffled. Yeah, I think say a lot of people have expressed. There have been even demonstrations, and members of our own party who love this party. They are now rebels. They love this party. They want to see the future of this party maintain and improve. Have come out to say, Yema Uranonko.
Okay.
That doesn't mean so run a nipaboni and now more than circumstances of the time. No, HSA bia uniwa a bit me aboa ama the party to go forward. Na ama president and so Sebin Preduasa. He can then unite the forces are against him in part because of Abia Ureyo.
Okay.
So I think my appeal is for the president to look at the yearning of the people, to listen to all that. Mr. Ofori-Atta started very well. As commissioner, I was proud in Abuja when we were getting Ghana Economic Performance Report. Yes, but things have changed.
Okay.
And then penny force Emre Dania. Now on Swadane. So if things have changed, Mr. President, look at it. Me, I'm just a humble servant. But my appeal is that look at the bigger picture. And it may be in the bigger picture, you will find some solution to deal with this. Thank you very much.
Dr. Preku, I'm grateful for your time this morning. God bless you. Thank you. We see Dr. Kofi Kunadu Preku talking to us this morning. My main sports team, Joe, and in the crew, I see you will see her. I don't know any Ochina you could. I remember na Yanewo Abba Betua. So Joe and the mid production no to us. Good morning, Ghana. We are out.